Norman is becoming the monster he wants to eradicate so badly. Up and What Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89. Today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for The Promised Neverland chapter 130. And last chapter, we really saw that dark side to Norman. We saw that he was experimenting on the demons, and it was to an extent where I think it kind of went beyond what the demons were doing to them and the rest of the Cal children. It is just so scary to see Norman going down this path, that he's really becoming the monster that he wants to eliminate so badly. And even at the end of the chapter, and I love the panel at the end of the chapter too, it was just, oh, so beautiful. He flat out said he doesn't give a fuck if he's going to be a god or a devil. He's going to do whatever the fuck he has to do to achieve his goal. But anyway, let's get to this chapter and see what happens next. Searching for light towards the promise. And this chapter is titled Report. In the face of such a report, the kids are, sorry guys, I'm headed off to the Seven Walls. Eh? Wait a minute. What do you mean? Even though Norman said that he would wipe out all of the demons? He did say that, however, I thought I was going to hold it in, but I guess it's impossible for me to after all. I don't want to wipe out the demons. Eh? Wiping them out, extermination, that really would be the most reliable, correct way, but that's only our best guess at the moment. If there were only bad demons out there, it would be easy, but the demons who live in the villages, they have children and even babies. If we cut off their food supply, they'll become like those wild demons and be wiped out. Ooh, the imagery here. Oh, God. Just how much fear and hate do you think we'll be creating? If at all possible, I don't want to kill them, and it might not be just me who doesn't want to kill them. But just look at this imagery. It's just very heartbreaking, but that's just how shit is. We were told about how we're going to have to kill Musica and Sanju. But this is entirely my own selfishness. These are all just things that I've been thinking about lately. I don't plan on dragging all of you into this, and Norman said that he has no intentions of stopping the plan or waiting, even though I have no idea if there will actually be a way other than extinction. So Ray and I are heading out for a bit. I want to make a choice that I won't regret. I want to choose my future. I see. Is it just that our imaginations are lacking? Or, well, in reality, it's because you guys have never seen the demon villages that are out there. And also, I'm kind of surprised that, you know, they're not thinking more about Sanju and Musica, especially, you know, the kids that from Gracefield. I'm just like, huh? Like, we got the reaction out of them when Ray mentioned it, that Norman's going to kill them, but not the way that I expected. I was kind of expecting more out of them, but we'll have to see. Even though I hate them so much, I still can't imagine our enemy has a side like that to them. Sandy. But I despise demons. I get what you're saying, Emma. They're your friends, so you don't want to have to kill Sanju and Musica, but... Oh, a second. But you and everyone here is more important to me than the demons. The enemy doesn't show mercy. I want to have our friends protected first of all, but to do that there will be kids, even babies. Why? Even though those demons tried to kill you the other day. She's a weirdo. At first I couldn't grasp it at all either. Yeah, but that's Emma for you. Done. Aw, done. Well then go right on ahead, Emma. Done. It's Emma and Ray after all. This is the result. Damn, I gotta say, I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, but damn, Dawn has gotten tall. It's Emma and Ray after all. This is the result of endless thinking on their part. And also, I think they'll be able to avoid the risks involved with the Seven Walls. It's not like I dislike your ideals, Emma. More than anything, if we take on this burden, we'll be able to live a life without regrets. That's why us escapees have always chosen freedom, right? Even if we told you to stop, there's no doubt you wouldn't listen. But there's no need for you to do something so dangerous, Emma. This is an extremely risky path, right? If only there was some other way. Why? Why is it only you, Emma? I'm sorry. This is the path that I'm choosing. This is the option that I understand best. And, well, it's not just this time. Hold on a second. Turn. I won't let Norman sacrifice his life ever again. Eh? Norman? Yeah, that guy's the same as he has always been. He's not just trying to solve this by throwing his life away, though. But again, for all of our sake, he's trying to sacrifice himself and carry the entire burden of his own. Sorry, well, let me reread this again. Wordings here. But again, for all our sake, he's trying to sacrifice himself and carry the entire burden on his own. I think what Emma means in this regard, I think she's talking about his soul. I honestly do. Because I think she sees that part of his soul is just like darkened. Because all of us have seen it ever since we've saw, or I should say, fuck my wordings right now. Ever since we were united with Norman, we've all seen this darkness within Norman. And last chapter, we really saw that darkness within Norman really expand more. Even though, yeah, when we was negotiating with the demon, that was when we really saw the darkness begin to expand. But like for me, what really solidified it was last chapter. But anyway, neither I nor Emma are convinced. His shipment, our escape, he thinks that his answer is the only successful answer, but we haven't succeeded at all. Everyone's tried their hardest, and this isn't the end yet, but to all of us, the second that we let Norman be shipped out, that escape could never be called a success. Ooh, that's a good point that Emma's making here. And I know a lot of you guys are, I know some of the fan base is anti-Emma for what she's been saying, but I'm sorry. Emma is, even though she is not, a good chunk of the time she's not realistic, I gotta say, for the past few chapters, she's been actually pretty realistic, minus the thing about the human world. That's the only thing that I'm still siding with Norman on, is the human world. I'm not entirely sure how to feel about the human world, but I don't want to have those same regrets again. I won't let it happen this time. I want to prove to Norman that we won't know if we don't try. This is honestly just me being selfish here, but for that reason, we want to go to the Seven Walls. If I go, we might be able to find out new possibilities. I'll see if we can, and then quickly return before Norman has the royal family and aristocrats killed. If that time does come, make a choice that you yourselves won't regret. I love that Ray said that. Thank you, Ray, for saying that. Even if it's you agreeing with Norman. You dummy. I don't want to hear if that time does come. Make sure you live and make it back. Even if it's a lie, promise me. I won't lie, but I will promise you. No matter what happens, I'll make it back safely. I'll be back. Got it. Leave the house sitting to us. You don't have to worry, so go. Yeah. Emma's group departed? As long as as long as the moon is out, it can even be tonight, apparently. Here we go. We're going to the Seven Walls. So it's this, the thing we tried from back then. Well, everyone, we're off. The time for eternity closes in. To meet, now to the Seven Walls. There's the demon right there, too. Searching for the one true answer. I really, really, really love the direction Emma's character is going in. Because, again, this is another manga that's is having this underlying theme of free will. God, I've lost count on how many mangas are doing that as an underlying theme. But the main one that I can really think of, Warino Seraph, aka Seraph of the End, has free will for sure. But the one that really sticks out in my mind, besides Seraph of the End, is Hoseki no Kuni. That one, the underlying theme of that entire arc, of this current arc in Hoseki no Kuni, is free will. So I really like that. I like that we're getting another free will kind of arc here, for a theme. And I love the message that Emma and Ray are basically saying. She's saying, look, I need to know that I've done all I can before, I'm okay. I could say that I'm okay with this shit. And I know it's wrong, but the thing that just still bothers me is that I'm still surprised more of the kids didn't speak up on behalf of Sanju and Musica. That's just kind of bothers me, to think that maybe that they're okay with their friends dying. That really kind of bugs me. Yeah, I know the kids from Goldie Pond don't know Sanju and Musica, so they're understandable. I can understand their situation, but like the kids from Gracefield, I'm just like, why didn't they say anymore? I'm just kind of at a loss of words for that. But I'm telling you right now, that's going to be probably the major difference, is those who've met Sanju and Musica. That's going to be the major difference. And also, we're going to see what we find at the Seven Walls. But this is going to be really, and I still think Emma's solution is the best one, is that keep the royals alive until, you know, all the demons have had, that are currently alive, have had the blood that's in them. And, because that would be their punishment. And so that way they don't have to eat human meat. And you know, Musica can teach them the ways of shit. But the thing is that there's not going to always be like a full right answer, if that makes sense. There's never going to be a right answer unless you find it yourself, or for a personal right answer anyway. But I feel like I feel like the manga is trying to gray it up a little bit, you know, add more gray area to this mix, and I really like that. But we'll have to wait and see what happens when we get to the Seven Walls. I think that's when it's gonna really, really get interesting. But the other thing that's still bugging me is, I know Peter has a role. Peter fucking has a role in this shit. He does. He's the one that's behind Norman doing all this shit. I just know it for a fucking fact. That son of a bitch is doing it. But anyway, we'll have to wait and see. This was a good chapter. I'm really glad that we're off to the Seven Walls, and it really kind of shows you like the difference that we have between Emma and Norman's character, where Emma is, you know, just going, well, she's going with her gut, and she's, you know, she's not surrendering. She's gonna fight. She's gonna do what she has to do to get the answer that she's looking for. That's why I liked what Ray said. He's like, if the time comes, you guys need to make up your minds. Don't take us into consideration. You guys need to think for yourselves. I really, really like that message that got across too. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, what you guys thought of this chapter, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. if you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive so I can keep bringing you more Promised Neverland content. There's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to my PayPal, Patreon, GoFundMe, purchase something off my Amazon wishlist. All it's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, friend me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Until next time, Nerdigans, I'll be seeing you later.